Day 33 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. You know how we do. Don't forget, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. This is what I need you to do. Take your mouse, drag it right over here, right over here. It should be a button over here. Click that subscribe button. And then after you do that, go ahead and drop that bank emoji in the comments on my bankers, man. Because we're doing LeetCode every day and trying to keep bringing you this good content. So I need you guys' help with that if you don't mind. So let's see what question we have here today. Today we have question number 1732. Find the highest altitude. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know what that means. We're gonna keep it simple and easy, and we're gonna make the solution simple and easy too. As easy and simple as we can, easy to understand as we can. So let's see what the question says. First, it says there's a biker going on a road trip. The road trip consists of n+1 points at different altitudes. The biker starts his trip on point 0 with altitude equal to 0. You are given an integer array gain of length n, where gain I is the net gain in altitude between points I and I+1. For all 0 is less than or equal to I, and I is less than or equal to n, return the highest altitude of a point. Okay, so let's break that down because I know that could be hard to understand. It was hard for me to understand at first. I had to go read through it a couple times. So let's see. Let's look at these examples. In example 1, it says input gain is an array of integers -5, 1, 5, 0, and -7. The output is 1. The explanation, the altitudes are 0, -5, -4, 1, 1, and -6. So the highest is 1. So let's figure out how they got these numbers. It can look a little tricky, but it's not that tricky. So let's start from the beginning. Remember, the biker starts with his trip on point 0 with altitude equal to 0. So that's this right here, right? So we're starting at 0, and once we start at 0, then we're just looping through this array right here, and we're adding all the integers as we go along. So to make it make sense, let's see. We're starting at 0. The first integer here is -5. So 0 minus 5, -5. That's where this -5 comes. We move down now. The next one is 1. So now we're doing -5 plus 1. That equals -4. Then we come down here. It's plus 5, is 5. So it would be -4 plus 5 gives us 1. Now we're at 1, and this is 0, and we're at 1 and 0. So 0 plus 1 equals 1. So that's where this 1 comes from. And then we come right here, and we have -7. So 1 minus 7 equals -6. So we're returning an integer from this array, not this array, but we're creating this array using this array. We need this gain array to create this array right here of all the altitudes. So it's basically like we started altitude 0. He's going down. Imagine he's on a bike. He's on a bike. He starts at altitude 0. He goes down a hill 5 miles. Boom. So now his altitude, he's 5 miles down below. Then he goes up a hill 1 mile. Now we're still -4 below the 0 altitude, right? But then he goes up another hill, 5-mile hill. So now we're 1 mile above sea level. That's the word I'm looking for, sea level. So now we're 1 mile above sea level. Then he's on a flat plane. He doesn't go up or down, so we're still 1 mile above sea level. Then he goes down another hill, 7 miles. So now that brings us to we're 6 miles below sea level. The highest point we ever reached was 1, which is right here. So 1 mile above sea level. So I hope that makes sense. Let's look at example 2 just in case. We have input gains equals an array of integers -4, -3, -2, -1, 432. So if you look at this, the output is 0. So if you look at this one, yeah, he was going down a hill for a long time, but then he bounced back and went up a hill. So let's do the math so it can make sense. The altitudes are 0, -4, -7, -9, -10, -6, -3, -1. The highest is 0 out of all these numbers where he started at sea level. So he started at sea level, and everything else has been downhill since then, for the most part. Or not everything, but he never made it back up to sea level. So let's break it down. He starts at 0, goes down a 4-mile hill. Now he's 4 miles below sea level. Then he goes down another 3-mile hill. Now he's 7 miles below sea level. Then he goes down a 2-mile hill. Now he's 9 miles below sea level. Then he goes down one more hill for a mile, and now he is 10 miles below sea level. And now he's trying to make his way back up. So he goes up a hill 4 miles. Now he's only 6 miles below sea level. Then he goes up another hill 3 miles. Now he's only -3 miles below sea level. Then he goes 2 more miles up a hill, and that leaves him, he's -1. He's 1 mile below sea level. However, he started at sea level at 0. So that's why the highest is 0. That's why the output is 0. So let's see how we're going to solve this. And it's not even that hard, guys, actually. Not hard at all. First thing we're going to do is we're going to declare a variable. We'll say out for current altitude. Then we're going to say comma, then we're going to say max out, and that's for maximum altitude. And we're going to set both of those equal to 0. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say game.for each. Boom, we're going to say current out plus equals $0. So what this $0 does, it represents every element in the array. So the current out, remember, that's all we're doing is adding these arrays together. We're just adding all these numbers up basically to see when were we at the highest point. And so this right here is going to add this 0 represents every element in the array, and we're going to add them all together and so we can figure out which is the highest altitude. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say max out equals max out or comma current out, and that's going to give us the result of that's going to give us the highest altitude that we reached. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say return max out. And that's all, folks. That's all she wrote. Let's run it and see what happens. Boom. It's accepted. So let's submit it and see what happens. Fingers crossed, you guys. Let's see. Ooh, and we beat 73.21% of users with Swift. 3 milliseconds, not bad at all. Now, before you leave, guys, if you haven't already, come over here, click that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. Peace.